Imagine you're given some work to do from your teacher, but you don't understand how to do the work. You want to tell the teacher this, but you can't get the words out. You're frustrated and upset. Your teacher accuses you of not wanting to do the work. Soon, shame and embarrassment creeps in because everyone is looking at you. This causes you to become dysregulated and upset. Next thing you know, your teacher has called for support, and now there are 6 people in the room, all demanding that you do the work. But you still don't understand how to do it, and no one is showing you. Then the 6 people in the room grab you, drag you down to the floor, and hold you there until you stop struggling. You're having one of the worst days of your life, and instead of being met with empathy, you're dragged onto the floor and held down. The way they're holding you hurts, and you're struggling to breathe. You're released when you finally give up and dissociate enough to stop moving. You still don't know how to do the work, and now you live in constant fear of being restrained again. You have to come every day to school and face the people who hurt you. Imagine trying to stay calm when you live in constant fear of being hurt again. Your nervous system will always be in a dysregulated state. This is my daughter, Elizabeth. She is autistic, has intellectual disability, and is non-speaking. She was restrained for the first time at the age of 9. Some of the reasons Elizabeth was restrained included eating snow, getting glare in her eyes, and splashing water while washing her hands in the restroom. This resulted in significant physical and mental trauma for my daughter. Restraint and seclusion are crisis management strategies used in schools across the country. From 2017 to 2018, Pennsylvania had 2,185 restraints and 101 seclusions reported, although we know that restraint and seclusion often go unreported. A study was done and found 79 deaths due to restraint in the United States. Pennsylvania had the second highest death count in the country. We are killing more students by state than any other state except for Texas, and we need to do better. The federal guidelines state that restraint and seclusion should never be used except in situations where a child's behavior poses an imminent danger of serious physical harm. However, the reality is it's often misused to force a child to comply with demands given. Your child is more likely to be restrained if they have a disability, are black or brown, or have a history of trauma. There are better ways than using restraint and seclusion as crisis management intervention. We can shift to using proactive approaches to behavior to prevent a child from being escalated in the first place. If you can understand the child's needs and address them before the child escalates, you eliminate the need to de-escalate them. In Pennsylvania, our specialized private schools are not held accountable to any of the laws regarding restraint and seclusion. We are placing our most vulnerable students in these schools, and when we do so, they lose all the protections entitled to them in public schools. I want your support in changing the laws in our state so that children placed in specialized private schools are given the same protections as children in public schools. We need to advocate for our schools to do away with the outdated approaches that lead to the higher number of restraints and seclusions. Thank you.